Hello, how are you? In today's video, we are going to learn how to create an advertising campaign to promote your songs on the YouTube platform through Google Ads. If you are not an artist and you want to promote other types of videos, don't go away. Remember that this video can also help you. The first thing we are going to do is go to the Google search engine. And here we are going to write Google Ads. Then we are going to choose the first option that has as URL ads.google.com. Once inside the page, we are going to click where it says Start Now. Now what we have to do is verify if we have balance in our account, so that in this way the advertising campaign can be carried out. For this we are going to go to the top where it says Tools and Configuration. Then we click where it says Billing and Payments. We click where it says Make a Payment, and here we are going to choose the payment method. In this case, I already have it assigned. Here you can choose either a debit card or a credit card. Then we are going to place the amount that we are going to recharge our account. In this case, I am going to place 30,000 Colombian pesos, which is equivalent to around $8. Then we click where it says Make a Payment. Then we click on Confirm, and finally we click on Ready. Here it tells us that the payment may take up to 24 hours to appear on the transaction page. In my case, normally that is automatic, but it should be clarified that this process can last up to 24 hours. Once we have money in our account, we are going to click up here where it says Google Ads. And it will take us to this window. Here we are going to click where it says New Campaign. And then we are going to choose the option that says Create a Campaign without a specific objective. The following options will be displayed to us. Here we are going to choose the option that says Video. Again, more options will be displayed to us. We are going to choose the one that says Create a Personalized Video Campaign. And then we are going to click on Continue. Now we are going to start creating all the data for the campaign. First we are going to put a name for the campaign. This may be the one you choose. Then in the bidding strategy, we will leave it at maximum CPV. Then we go to designate how much money we are going to allocate for the campaign. In this case, I am going to place it at 30,000 Colombian pesos. Here it is very important that you take these two options into account. If you choose the first option that says daily budget, that means that for every day that passes you are going to spend 30,000 pesos. In this case, I am going to spend 30,000 pesos, but it is for the total of the campaign. So in summary, the daily budget is money that you are going to spend day by day, that you already have designated. Or if you choose the total of the campaign, those 30,000 pesos will be divided by the number of days that the advertising campaign lasts. Then we go to set the day the campaign starts and the day it ends. In this case, I am going to place that it starts on April 6th and that it ends on April 11th. Here, in the Networks tab, let's leave it as it is. And then we move on to establish the locations. In my case, I am going to place Colombia. But if you want to choose another location, click where it says Introduce another location and write the place, the city or country where you want your promotion to be oriented. An example of this can be if you are going to give a concert in a specific city. You can create an advertising campaign focused on that city to attract more people to listen to your concert. Or if you want to have a stronger presence in that place. Then we establish the language of the population to which this campaign is going to be directed. In my case, I put Spanish and English. Then in the inventory type part, this is oriented to the type of content where your ads are going to be shown. For example, if you don't want your video to be shown in content that uses inappropriate language, or content of sexual or violent nature. In this case, I am going to choose the option that says Expanded Inventory. I mean, I don't want any kind of restriction where my ad is shown. Then in the next part, we can choose if you don't want your video to be shown in certain types of content. It is also something related to the above. In my case, I don't want my ad to be shown in live broadcasts. Then we go on to put the name of the ad group. Here you can put any name. And now we go on to make a kind of population filter. For example, here we can choose which age range we want our ad to be shown to. That is why it is very important that you know the characteristics of the people who listen to you or see you, To find this out, we can do it through different platforms that provide you with statistics of your content. For example, Spotify for artists or YouTube itself. If we go to my main channel, we will see that the people who see me are between an age range between 18 and 34 years old. So it is convenient for me that my advertising is oriented towards this age range. The other values such as sex, parental status, and family income, I leave them as they are. But if you consider that some of these points do not go according to your advertising campaign, you can remove them. The points such as audience, keywords, and themes, I do not modify these values, I leave them as they are. And the most important part here are the placements. This is an option that I like since we can make a slightly more specific ad. And what we are going to do is place the channels or videos that are related to our theme or the type of content that we make. For example, this song that I want to advertise is oriented to the genre acoustic ballad. And an artist that is more or less related to this would be Camilo. So what I have to do is look for Camilo's channel or some specific song by Camilo and put it as a location. To enter a channel or a YouTube video is done as follows. In the case of the channel, we are going to choose the option that says YouTube channels. And here we are going to look for the name of the artist that we have already chosen. Then you will get several options. You already have to recognize the channel and choose it. But we can do this in a more precise way. For this we are going to go to YouTube, then we look for the artist. Then we go to his channel and copy the URL of the channel. Then we repeat the previous step. We go to the YouTube channels option and paste the URL. And as you can see, only the specific channel that we are looking for will appear. If what you want is to add a specific video, we are simply going to click here on the little arrow to go back. Then we choose the YouTube videos option. And as in the previous step, we can search for it by the name. Or as we did before, we copy the URL and paste it and then select the video. If you have any doubts, you can rewind this video and then come back here to continue with the process. After we have all the locations ready, we proceed to set the bidding. In the bidding process, you are going to set a certain value that will be paid for each ad that is shown. Usually here they are placed a value between $0.018 to $0.07. In Colombian pesos, you can place a value between 80 to 320 pesos, even 400 pesos. Then below we can place a percentage of how much you are willing to pay more to have your ad displayed ahead of your competitors. Because this is like a bidding system, in case there are many advertisers competing at the same time for the same place where an ad wants to be shown. Here you can place the value you want. You can leave it at 0%. In my case, I usually place between 10 and 20%. Now we go to look for the link of our song. And once we have the link, we are going to paste it here. Or you can also look for it by the name of the song that you are going to advertise. At the time of recording this video, I had a problem. And it is that the song that I wanted to promote, at the time of pasting, the link was not found. So I recommend that at the time of doing this promotion, keep in mind that your video should already be published. Because in my case, the video was not published, it was programmed. After I was able to post the video, I continued to have the same problem and the video did not recognize me through the URL. So what I did was look for it through the name of the song. And in this way, I was able to find it. So keep this in mind in case the same thing happens to you. Now we move on to the next step. After having the video selected, let's choose the first option that says in-stream skippable advertisement. Here where it says final URL, we are going to paste the link of the video where we want to direct our viewers or the people who see this ad. Where it says visible URL, this is going to be generated automatically. In case it is not, we are going to paste the same link that we use in the final URL. The next part is optional, but I recommend that you do it. Here where it says call to action, we are going to click on it, we are going to enable it, and we are going to place a word. For example, we are going to write follow. This is in case people who see your ad are interested in your song. This will invite people to click on it, and in this way it will take people to the original video. It is also important that you take a look at the preview of the ad. For this we are going to click here where it says preview ad on YouTube. If something like this appears to you, I recommend that you wait a few minutes for Google to process the changes. And then we will preview again. And this time we will see an example of how our final ad would look. Finally, we will have to select a banner for this ad. Here we have two options. With the first, this banner will be generated automatically. Or you also have the option to upload your own banner. In most cases, I choose the first option. After completing this step, we are going to put a name for this ad. You can put the one you want. Finally, we are going to click on it where it says Create Campaign. Then we will go to the next tab where it will show us a summary of the ad we just made. We check that everything is correct. And we finish by clicking where it says Go to the campaign. And so we would have our campaign created. But one last step would be missing. The last step is that you subscribe to this channel if this video helped you. Give it a like. It is very important that you also have the bell activated, so that YouTube will notify you when it uploads videos. And without more to say, see you in the next video.